you, be a believer, cause people try to hold me back. Told me what I couldn't do, but I knew better than that. So I to a jack of all trades. That's how I succeed these days. The mainstream was a phase. Dark skin and we evolve. Block out sun rays. Thick eyebrows on my side down the glaze. I painted murals in the 8th grade. Girls were amazed as I to do the same by using words on the page. Wasn't the most popular cat in girly sharing a Latin. Seaside High School in Cali, I started a group rapping. MCs wanted the fighters. Teachers would break up ciphers. I hated English, yet I evolved to a writer. Yet in spite of the fact that I had lack of support from friends or relationships, I traveled up north, moved to Boston and visited family in New York. Got my license at 16. A studio was a dream. Yo, when I started with a private 2,000 keyboard, but that evolved into the laboratory where I record. Spilling acid on cats, a bronze scratch of irrelevance. Intelligence is evidence that's suggested by specimen successes. Puzzle and solve. Such surpass obstacle cause I can walk through walls. See how to a man from a baby, baby little girl with dolls, to a grown lady who leaves when she feels like the situation is shady. Know that she can spot a player who's picture painting like crazy. She evolved. Now she sees it all like the Matrix. In calculus and science, get to advance from basic. Yes, y'all, I stand 5 feet tall. Use speech to bust rhymes through a concrete wall. And I freestyle like that. Come back and yo, I made the beat that's fat, exact. Yo, MCs, they don't understand. With rhymes like this, you got the upper hand. You gotta practice your rap tactics, it's like magic. Use freestyle like this, cause sporadic MCs to start thinking. When I think they shrinking, look at me, coming up with rhymes without blinking. Yo, freestyles like this is stinking. Up the room, I assume my position in front of the microphone and getting into a hyper zone. Listen to me when I change my tone just for a sec to match the beat. Gotta do it like that, it's shifty. Yo, I like this funky ill track. Exact insight, change my beat, change my rhyme, change my mind. Come back every time I gotta push a little button. Still saying something. All these MCs out there, they frontin'. They don't know what's going on when I'm dropping songs. Do it like this, I could rap for a long time. Come with strong rhyme, sound kinda swift. Change the beat and always use a strategy. Techniques used to make my recipe. Check out the freestyle energy, definitely. The credibility of me goes a long time. Check out the archives, got a lot to do. In the next day, come in the saute, frequency MC with total disastrous, captivating rap styles. Extraneous, I don't pretend, stretch and bend words, and then I stop where you don't expect rhymes to shoot out my mind like this. Yo, listen to the rhyme and rewind the melody. Telepathy used when I confuse apostrophes. Yo, listen to the style, check out the technique. Look at the way I freaking beat. Gotta do it like that to experiment with my style. Do it every once in a while, and I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
Insight coming off the head right there. I mean, you know, he's got to catch wreck. He's like he's on the wake up show. Except for he's on the darker side right now. WHRB.
It's a bootleg wake up, but we gonna do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm sounding a little bit more intelligent than some people on that show sometimes.
That's true. That is true.
I got a question about some upcoming projects, man.
What's up?
You and Edon always sound really good together. When we gonna have an Edon Insight LP?
Yo, I want to have one, man. We always talk about it. Like, we just, you know, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing right now. But we do have that in mind, and we're planning for that soon, you know. But like, as far as like other projects go, I got this one, Solo Plexus. It's like a project where I do the voice of 6 MCs. It sounds like another group of 6 guys.
Only 6, not 17 this time?
Nah, only 6 because they started getting, you know, the group members. Like, I came up with little storylines, and then I realized that, like, there were personality conflicts within the group. You know, it took, like, 2 of the members went off, they started their own group, and then, like, 3 other cast, they thought they were, like, they demanded more money than the other, you know, 16 MCs, and then, like, 5 of them were like, they knew each other, so they decided they could go off and start Solo Plexus, and one of the dude, Casual Dash, decided to be down with that joint. So, like, it's got a long story. So I was like, okay, Dad, you know, if I have 17, I have to break down their lives and how they met, and you know what I mean? So, like, right now, I dropped it in Japan. The cats think it's like a whole new group. So I said, I was like, okay, wait a minute, I can't drop that in the States yet, because then what if cats don't realize it's me? You know what I mean? So, you know, so I thought, like, it was pretty creative at the beginning. It was real fun to do that project, man, because every time I came up with like, you know, would come in with a new voice, I would just start laughing when I play it back. So now I think, you know, I want people to know it's me, but I don't want to initially tell them, you know, in the beginning. I kind of want cats to hear it, be like, I kind of like that group, you know what I mean? And then later be like, that was me, you know what I mean?
That sounds kind of like a problem with hip hop right now. We got a lot of people who come out in Japan or something like that. And then Japan gets all the bonus tracks. You always get the Japan only bonus track. Got to go online and try to download it and stuff because it didn't come on your CD.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, there's a big misconception about Japan. Like cats I talk to, they be like, "Oh, even I can drop an album in Japan and sell like 1 million copies." And like, it's not really like that, man. But it just so happens to be like a Japanese label that released that project. And they did really well with it. You know, it did good. And then I was gonna drop it in the States, but then I had that problem with marketing. It's a marketing thing. You gotta know how to market your albums. You know what I mean? I got a lot of them, and I don't want this project just to like just go cats just like go right past it real quick, and then in like 5 months they never knew that it was me. You know what I mean? So I'm just being a little bit more careful about my releases and how I drop them. Make sure people absorb them the right way.
So if I was to turn on another station that was maybe a couple hertz below us, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't hear any Insight. I might hear some, I don't know, some Black Eyed Peas or some Rick Ross or something. Why do you think that is?
Well, because they probably have more money than me. Like, I mean, that's like, let's be honest. Like if you put millions of dollars into whatever Insight, like I have a chorus just like Insight, Insight, break a bottle on your mama. That song will be a hit. People will be like, yo, break a bottle. You heard that song, break a bottle on your mama. That's just everybody, you know what I mean? Cats will be like, that's the neck. They'll be like, that's hot. That's hot. That's gonna blow. That's hot. You know what I mean? But like, anything. I mean, look at some of the choruses out now, man. I mean, even I'm singing choruses that I wouldn't make. Every day I'm hustling. It's like, it's catchy. It's catchy. But at the same time, you gotta think, man. It's like it's all marketing, and it's that's all it is, man. So, I mean, I'm not gonna be there because it's just like that. You can't compete on that level. You know what I mean? I'm not even really concerned with that. I'm happy. I'm content with what I have, what I gained from my career right now. I'm just putting a lot into the website, trying to internalize and just centralize everything onto the website, and just take over my career, because it's not the same as before. It's real hard to like maintain in this business if you don't stay on top of your game, and that's like a lot of things are changing because of MP3s, and like CDs are gonna be out of here in like 5 years. So the whole thing is switching up, man. I'm not really looking to be on a big profile label and all that. It's more like I make hip hop that like years from now cats might go back and be like, oh, these albums was sort of they were good, and like start checking out the archive and realize I had something a little bit more to offer. It's just not like a hook that's gonna come in and fade away, and years later some of these hooks now the cats are not gonna go back, wow, that was a creative song. It's just later it's just gonna be like in a 2 cent some flea market. Cats gonna that I'm not making flea market rhymes. All right,
Insight doing all his writing, producing, mixing, everything. So we don't let him do his thing right now. You listen to Darker Side WHRB.
Yo, Insight Live right now. I'm taking over the airwaves. I'm taking over HRB radio. The security is trying to get in the door. We got it barricaded up. I'm gonna play beats, and they ain't gonna stop me. This is how I'm gonna do it.